Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Abe with MysticGenmara.com, a small town mystic from the middle of Idaho. And tonight, whenever you happen to be seeing this, I would like to offer your mid-year check-in for the elemental energy of air. Air covers the zodiac signs of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So if you're Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or have air high up in your chart, then this message is for you. And if you've never had your charts read, there is a link in the description of this video for a natal chart through Llewellyn. It's not sponsored or anything like that, but it is a really nice tool, and it's one that I've used, so I figured I'd toss it down there so you guys could see it if you're looking for one. The other links are affiliate links, so that does help support the channel. If you're interested in picking up any of the cards I'm using today, that's the links. With that, we will get going into the reading. How I like to do these ones is we look at the last 6 months and kind of see what kind of energy has been building up and moving around back there. And then we look at what kind of a guide or guardian is coming in the moment. And then we look at what kind of pathways are open up or what opportunities you're being offered for the next 6 months. So, air. We are starting you off with the High Priestess, number 2 in the Major Arcana. So this is big life lessons. This is Archangel Hanael, powerful psychic insights, reflections, and meditations that provide valuable information, and being at peace. So air, the last 6 months, apparently you've been doing a lot of inner work. You've been tapping into that meditation practice more, maybe doing some yoga or Tai Chi, you maybe breath work even, but I'm feeling that there's been a focus on getting more into the intuitive side of the brain. And that's huge. There's also this energy that comes in with a little bit of the divine feminine aspect of life. So it could be coming to more of a realization that we're more balanced between the masculine and feminine than we maybe thought in the first place. And that's really cool energy to be looking at. And the High Priestess also is the voice of the Mother Goddess. So there may be some aspects where you've been starting to speak more with the Holy Spirit or more with influence from the spirit world, where people are starting to be like, wait, where'd that come from? Like they're getting a little more impressed or confused, both maybe, where you're coming up with some of the stuff that you say, because you may not even realize that this is happening, because some of the most intuitive practices you'll have are the ones where you're not aware of it, but source is using you. And that's kind of the energy that's coming up with this one. Your second card is number 16, Major Arcana, so you got some big stuff you've been dealing with here, Air. Change your life with Archangel Kamael, a sudden revelation that offers freedom, breaking free of procrastination, embracing the opportunities that change brings. Sorry. So you've been shifting. As you've been doing the inner work and you've been getting more focused on how do I improve, what kind of thought patterns, what kind of practices do I need to change and shift myself into this higher frequency, with Archangel Kamael coming forward, it's saying, yes, you have been changing things. You may not have been consciously aware of it in the beginning, but as you went through the year up until this point, you've started to realize that certain things maybe don't fit the way they used to. Maybe you've cleaned house, maybe you have switched jobs. There's a lot of shifting that I'm seeing with this change your life aspect, but it started with this, they keep saying the word devotion, so we'll go with that. This devotion to meditation, this devotion to shifting away from the way things were, because 2025 was neutral for a lot of people, but for our air family, I'm feeling like, yeah, you made it through, big deal, but now you're wanting to take something deeper. Like you want to understand life better, and that's what's triggered that High Priestess energy, and that by result has actually started to change the overall direction of your life, which is huge. Your third card and final one for the past 6 months is the Ace of Ariel. It's your lucky day, new resources of money, time, or support, a change in job or promotion. So, as we were saying, that changing your life, there's some things that have had to be moved. Things may have had to let go. You may have switched, may have switched employment. And with this being your lucky day, this is really your call to what do you want to make next? Because when you get more in tune with your inner world with that High Priestess energy and you're willing to change your life and really start to focus on what's important, that's where the new beginning of an ace card comes in. The aces are the beginning of their energies. So you have succeeded in all of these other areas and you've said enough is enough, I don't like the trajectory, or maybe the trajectory is fine, but you want something a little different, maybe a little more spiritually focused or mentally focused, because air loves to go that direction. And that's why you're feeling that way. And that's been great. The last 6 months, you have stepped into a different and more authentic version of yourself, is what I keep hearing. So you've been doing the work. Now we're going to see who's coming in to help you and see what path ahead is moving for you, because there's always opportunities available when we're dealing with spirit. So the energy that's coming in to be supportive of you is the Ascended Master Hilarion, and the stone is green. Oh, good grief. Chrysoprase? Don't know. We'll find out. The card's title is Discernment. You rely upon your inner knowing to perceive the truth beyond appearances. High Priestess energy, anyone? You feel deep within for the truth of divine love within yourself, guiding you in every moment. You're inspired by grace, and with perfect timing, you attain the clarity that you need. You feel joyful and supported as you trust your emerging insights to safely navigate your way to the higher ground. Your inner eye sees truth, which faithfully and playfully guides your path. You recognize and are nourished by the supreme vibration of truth, changing your life, stepping into an intuitive state, and you have new things starting. The stone and the Ascended Master that are coming in, Ascended Master Hilarion, Hilarion, these are energies that are coming in to help show you, yes, you've done all of this. Look where we can go. You have laid the groundwork. Be a little contradictory here. The air has laid the foundation with earth, and now you can move on. Contradiction, because air and earth are opposites. But you've done a lot of the inner work, and you've set a foundation for new things. You're fully aware that there's a new chapter of your life that is emerging, and it could literally have been back in January, or it could have been yesterday. But you're in that shifting energy where you know there's something new happening, because you've done the inner work, because you've said, I'm going to change this part of me, and it's shifting the world around you as well. Going forward, you still have the support. And what I'm feeling is you have the support of heaven because you've put in the effort to start the process, and they're not going to deny you this. Is it going to be easy? Quite possibly no. But is it going to be rewarding? Very much so. Your path forward is the central sun, abundance, downloads, regeneration, and success. The scarab is reborn from its own leavings, basically, is how they used to see it. You can say this is also a phoenix energy, especially with the sun. And what I'm feeling with this is air. You are ready to grow. You are ready for this change to occur. You have put in so much time and effort over the last 6 months, even last year in 2025, you've put in effort to become something more than what you were. That doesn't mean that you're just going to become some magical butterfly tomorrow, but what it does mean is that you've put in the work, and now it's time for Source to help you along. They've been helping you, by the way, the whole trip, but you're going to start noticing more about how the synchronicities fall into place. You're going to start noticing how things kind of line up because you've done the work and you've cleared out the stuff that's in the way, changing your life, the High Priestess, more intuitive psychic energy, and you have a new beginning. That new beginning is being brought into the light of day. It's time for you to spread your wings and actually take off. And that could be the new relationship, that could be the new business, that could be saying, I want this promotion and actually going for it. I also am feeling this won't apply for everyone because it's not the energy I'm getting, but someone who's going to watch this is going to understand it's time for you to be assertive. You've been the doormat for too long. You've been doing this inner work. You've been clearing things up and changing, and you're becoming... It's like the chrysalis energy where you see the caterpillars start to shift in their thing because it doesn't fit them anymore. Things haven't been fitting for you anymore, and it's time for you to break forward. That doesn't mean you have to become the complete opposite of from being, more quiet to being, bombastic. But it's saying it's time to start actually stepping up, saying the things that you mean, and not just be the yes man type person. So whoever that is within the air world, you are supported by Source. You are supported by the angels, by the Divine Mother and Divine Father. So allow yourself that grace and gift of actually embracing that part of yourself and see where that takes you, because you've got a lot of positive buildup here. So there's really more positive to come. I am feeling that there's going to be some ups and downs because that's life. But the process that you have started here is actually making things easier for that process to occur, which is going to result in you ending up in a much more interesting and better place. So with that, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video. And if you saw or felt something different with any of the cards, feel free to leave that in the comments down below if you are comfortable doing that. And with that, I will let you guys go. Have a great rest of your month and year, and I'll see you in the next video.